based my project on the book we use, which is Interchange third edition. So it's a unit based on, it's a lesson based on Unit 6 of the book. So let's get started. Let's see if I can, the context. As I told you before, it's an intermediate group. It's the third semester. There are 20 students in the group, and classes last for 20 minutes. And they have 2 classes per week. And yes, 90 minutes for 20 minutes. Did I say that? No, it's 90 minutes per class, twice a week. And the book, again. So the purpose of the project. So my purposes with these projects are to adapt materials or supplement what is missing in the textbook, and also use technology for develop new things. So I connected both ideas to the unit to be studied. So why I chose this topic? First of all, because motivation is also a big issue for me. I do have students who don't want to be there. So I have to keep them up. Keep going, you can do that, it's fun. So, second, because as we all know, technology can play a very important role in enhancing students' motivation. And also because textbooks are not everything, so you have to do something else to fill in the gaps. Let's go. So ideas. So I had that Penny Art book, and it helped me to get some ideas for adapting materials, and I borrowed Rita's book, and I could learn some things about motivation and using videos in my lessons. So as for motivation, we have the quotation by Jane Sherman that says, authenticity itself is an endorsement. There is a special thrill in being able to understand and enjoy the real thing. So in addition, video is today's medium. Print may still be powerful, but many people will spend more time with audio-video media, video techniques. These courses and cliches are more familiar to them than the world of books and papers. And for adapting materials, all teaching materials should be related to critically by the teacher. We need to be aware of their strengths and weakness in order to make the most of the former and compensate for or neutralize the later. I have to apologize because I'm a little nervous. My goals. So by the end of my lesson, I'd like my students to be able to talk about everyday problems using past participles as adjectives and nouns. Keep and gerund, need and passive, and also express opinion on how to solve problems. So they also are going, by the end of the class, they're going to watch a video. 40 minutes to go, they're going to watch a video and they have to answer some comprehension questions. Did you understand that? Okay. So, skills involved, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So I have a warm-up activity. That is a slide presentation with pictures. I have this slide here. I don't know if I can find it. So this is to elicit vocabulary. So I'm going to show them some possible problems, like I'm going to show them this picture and ask them, what do you think is wrong with that? So I'd like to elicit the vocabulary for the unit for this activity. So then we have some other pictures. They will see this vocabulary in the unit, but I'll present it in a different way. So, and then we have some other ones, like this one. And they have to see it and try to figure out what problem it is. Let's go back to the the warm-up. Actually, now I'm not very familiar with Narita's computer. Okay. The listening activity is the second activity in my sequence. It's an activity from the book that I adapted. So I'm going to show them another slide. But before getting into the book itself, there they find the transcript. I'd like them just to listen and do something different from the book before getting into the book. So first, they only listen. After, they listen and relate to the pictures that are on the slides. And then we go to the book. So this is the next activity. So this is the grammar that I'm going to explain later. So the topics, because this grammar, the language, is going to be necessary to the last activity. That is a video. So it's going to take about 40 to 45 minutes. It's a video about Rosita Joe's chair. So in this video, the chair, Rachel breaks Joey's favorite chair, and they have a big discussion about the issue. He doesn't want a new one, he wants that one, and then I prepared an activity for that. Just, I was thinking about the ideas we considered in our listening and speaking class, and I designed a handout for the activity to practice grammar and vocabulary of the unit in a different way. So let's see if I find the activity here for you to see. This one. So I thought about the pre-listening activity with the pictures to ask them to guess what the story is going to be about. I put some pictures of the characters, and after we have a while listening activity, so they just watch the video, then they watch it again to answer some comprehension questions. So these are more general, but I do have some more specific questions, like what is the name of Joey's chair, or what is the name of Chandler's chair, and do I have some extra time, Rachel?
Yeah, you're okay.
I'm going to show you the handout for the listening activity. No, I'm not going to do that. Let me just finish. So as homework, I would assign the exercises from the book, because by now I have already covered the unit, most of the unit, without dealing with the book itself. So I would ask them to do the exercises the book asks them to do. And this is the bibliography that I used, and that's it.
Questions or comments for Denise? I have a question. For the video, is it just a segment of the episode, or is it the whole? I'm guessing it's just a segment.
Yeah, on this episode, there are different segments that
Okay.
I can choose one,
Okay.
or I can use both, all the segments, because it's an 8-minute video.
It's
not
only 8
long.
minutes. It's not a
Yeah.
20-minute
No, it's not
episode.
a 20-minute
Okay.
video. It's
Okay.
just a very short. So
Okay.
Any other question?
How many-
I have to say that I was sharing ideas with Narita on our way to our home at Orchard Downs, and she gave me the idea. I asked her, "Do you remember any video where we talks about this and this and that?" And then she gave me the suggestion. And after that, I could prepare the video.
My roommate didn't help.
No, that's what she needed. No, I didn't forget to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Okay.